Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, October the 7th, 2020, and I am bringing you guys a throwback today. In honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, I decided to repost something I wrote in 2016 after Michelet, Something in My Heart, No More Lies, Nicety Michelet from Cali, my home state. After she did a movie entitled Surviving Compton back in 2016, it inspired me to write this post about domestic violence because I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but in it, she pretty much lays out that she was very violently, physically abused by Dr. Dre, basically throughout their entire relationship. While he was at the height of his NWA success, she was getting beaten, cheated on, left without food, locked in a house without any resources, without utilities. I mean, it was bad. And it was really sad and disappointing because before I saw that, I didn't know. I had heard some rumors about Dr. Dre, but after seeing that movie, it kind of put a permanently bad taste in my mouth for Dr. Dre. So today we know he's going through his little divorce issues and his wife wants, buku bucks. And frankly, I'm like, go girl, get that money. Because he's a piece of work, apparently. And we should have known that from back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember Dee Barnes. She was a VJ on, I think, MTV or BET, one of the one. But yeah, he attacked her and beat her up one day over something that she said. So we should have known that something was off with him. But after watching Surviving Compton in 2016, I wanted to write about this and really explain why we as women have to get away from some of the lies and myths that we carry about domestic violence. And when I watched Surviving Compton, Michelet apparently got a lot of her beliefs about what she should be tolerating in a relationship or in an abusive relationship from her mother, who told her that a man only hits a woman that he really loves. Or when she tried to go to her mother about the abuse that was occurring, her mother told her to just consider it a job that pays well. And I think a lot of women stay in these sorts of dangerous, violent relationships because of the stuff that we learned, because we watched our mothers and aunties and grandmothers endure abuse and take things they shouldn't have taken and consider it just doing what we got to do to make sure that we can eat and our kids are okay. When the reality is, if you're in an abusive relationship, you are not okay. Your kids are not okay. And you might do permanent damage that can never be reversed. Okay, so the title of the post that I'm bringing back today is Another Love TKO, 5 Lies That Keep Women in Abusive Relationships. And just to give y'all a quick summary, first one is that you deserve it. Lies. No woman deserves abuse, and you can't love a man good enough to keep him from hurting you. Either he has the capacity to abuse a woman, in my opinion, or he doesn't. Next is you're not trying hard enough. So if he's mad at you and hitting you and destroying things, it's because you're not doing a good enough job as a wife or a mother. And that is a lie that we need to rebuke back to the pit of hell. That's a lie. 3, it's normal to get abused if a person loves you. Now, we think all the time that men only hit and yell and get jealous because they're passionate about us and they just really, really want us. No, they just really crazy, okay? And if that's the case, we need to let them suckers go. All right. Sometimes we believe that we have to stay in abusive relationships to make sure we get our needs met. We may not have enough resources, education, or skills to take care of ourselves. So we think we got to keep linked up to this man so that we can eat. No, sis. You are capable of making your own bread. You can get educated. You can always acquire some new skills. You can always start fresh, but you can't get your life back once you lose it. Okay? And the last myth is that we believe we could change them. You can't change anybody who doesn't want to be changed, or frankly, may not even realize they need to change. That is something we desperately have to get away from as women, thinking we can love somebody enough to heal them. That is an inside job, and people need to go to God for their healing, not to their women. That is not our role, y'all. We have to step back and require that man get his own help and go to God for himself. We all have to do our own healing and go to God for ourselves when we know that we have to get right, okay? So those were the myths, but check out the post, read it at www.getliftegirl.org. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd like to know your thoughts, but it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so y'all gonna be hearing a lot about this from me this month because I love women. I believe that women need to be safe. We are called to do great things, and we can't have anything getting in the way of that purpose and the calling on our lives, okay? So that's all I got to say. Check out the post, and I'll talk to everybody again on Friday. Y'all have a good one. Peace.